Well, well, well. Here we are again. But this time, working on something new but same. I hope everyone's doing well this evening. We'll switch over to this screen here. Hello, table. I did see your comment. I thought you were talking about it being PC, or last night I thought you were talking about playing on PC, because when I game, that is all I do. But sad to hear that it's not cross-platform. So, maybe I'll work on getting Dark Tide together. Let's see what else. So, I'm working on the models for the diorama. I don't have the base for the diorama because I took that to my workshop to go get painted. And yeah, I went to get it painted so that when I spray paint it and other stuff like that, it won't just melt because it is a bunch of plastic. Well, it's foam. And yeah, so I'm going to work on doing some green stuff for these models if I'm doing any green stuff on them. And also probably paint up the same models we worked on last night. So nothing too crazy. Still keeping it pretty simple, but yeah. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that they would do like a difference for horde counts. Okay, cool. That's there. I'm just going through and making sure all the body parts or things I want to paint have little holes in them, so I can all paint them separately. So let's see. I think there's like very little green stuff I'm gonna do. Like I gotta do green stuff for this part of the arm here, just because I'm gonna have this be off, but when I push it back in, it's gonna be a gap. So I want to make sure it is gonna be snug. And then the hard part is that this almost has to be painted on the model in order for the scene to actually match up properly. Let me even see if I can get it to match up. Actually, I might be able to sneak with it not matching up, because it sits pretty close to that backpack. Be able to go with that. It's going pretty well. I will admit, I'm not sure what my mood was for the day. I just didn't have a lot of energy to do any work. But it's also getting a lot colder right now where I am. I don't like it. We were getting warmer for a bit, and now we're dropping back down to like the high 40s and all that stuff, and we're supposed to be in spring where it's getting warmer and like the 50s and 60s are normal. So I don't know. I probably sound spoiled, but just I'm thinking about the southern states again and being like, why did I leave and come back here? It's so much nicer down there. But I know they're dealing with their own heat. Oh, what happened, AR? What sort of drama is going on at the game store? Are people like stealing other one's models and all that stuff? Local game store. LGS. Your local game stores. I should cut this off. This green stuff is extremely old, has been sitting out in the air, and does not like to... Well, it's old. That's what it is. The blue tack is really kind of stuck there. I'm glad I ordered more. Actually, it should have come in today, but I didn't go to pick it up at my parents' place. And I'll be honest, it's just my dad there, and I've been avoiding going to my parents' property because it's just him there. But that is a personal thing. I will say I love my father, but there are choices being made that I am not a big fan of. But that is all I'm going to get into with it. What's up, Jake? Good to see you here. I hope you're not dealing with the attack of the Chinese food. I kind of am, because I decided to eat either half or 1/3 of a bag of those frozen, like, Chinese wontons you can do. So I'm full, and I shouldn't be. I need to actually start worrying about my weight. And I should have. I need to get into exercise. Okay, I think I have enough blue tack to make it work. Magic the Gathering. When you ever see the acronym MTG, it stands for Magic the Gathering. TG usually stands for... Oh, no, it's TC. It's trading card. But I also know it as, like, another trading card thing. Let's see. AR, did you say? Not gonna... Oh, nah. Magic players being weird to women again. God, you're glad to be part of the Warhammer community. I will admit, both sides can be weird. Like, Warhammer people can be weird when women join, and Magic can be as well. There's weird crowds in both hobbies. There's weird crowds in every hobby. Also, I'm being wind up by the dog. Roy, what is up? You're not going outside. You've already been out. You've done your business. I'm going to sit here for like 3 hours, paint some models, I'll pet you if you want to be here and you want to chill. I love you. I know your food and water's good. You're a good boy. We've been together all day. You've been with work. You went to work with me today. Yeah. Excuse me. It became a massive deal for some reason. Hold on. Jake, I will read your list in a moment. Became a massive deal for some reason. I can't look at the bathroom the same way ever again. To table Magic can be fun if you like art on cards, and I think Magic's fun when you play with friends. It's a hit or miss if you play with a bunch of random people. I've met some interesting folks playing Magic at game stores, and definitely some people that do not take hygiene. Hygiene is not a main concern for those people. And I'm like, why? You're in a public place. Especially for the one that I went to, like, where they are trying to keep a really good image and not have that. And, like, it's just magically a smell. Nurgle comes in and just makes a smell. And I'm like, why? Although I will admit, when I did join a Warhammer tournament, it didn't smell in the beginning, but by the end, oh boy, did it. Just we're all standing in a room. It's really warm. Just a bunch of dudes. What's up, Patrick? Good to see you here again. Okay. I hate that table. I hate that comment. Okay, Jake, you said... What are you working on? You're trying to pick some more chapters. You have the Brazen Claws, the Sable Sword, the I just want to call them the Hospitalers, but I don't think that's correct. The Mortifiers, the Flesh Terrors, and the Trurin. Oh, this is for your Deathwatch company. Or your Deathwatch kill team, right? Oh, yeah, going up to what AR said. There's one channel that I see clips from. And they do a lot of satire on how people act when it comes to Warhammer Magic or whatever. Nothing to the people that actually like some of the stuff that is like the one I saw today. It was about like a brony dude playing D&D, and it was hilarious. But I'm like, oh, there's so much that you could have done beforehand. But anyway, yeah, some people are just not. They're just poor sports. And they just are not proper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just not proper adults. Nice to hear you got your first armature done. They're pretty fun to build, the knight models and everything. I think the armatures are. I like having one with the long range gun and one with the chainsword and melter, but you could, depending on what you want to do, you could build two, like have two of the gunners or two of the sword ones. Knight armies are just fun in general to play. Like, I realize now why people like playing knights. They are a lot of fun to play. The big one, I haven't built a big knight yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's not fun to build a big knight. It's a lot of little bits that you probably got to glue, and a lot of little. It's just a lot of little pieces. At that point, you're literally just building a gunpla, which I haven't done, but that's what I'm assuming you're kind of building at that point. It's just a big gunpla. I need my. There's one of them. So if you ever work with green stuff, just to kind of talk that out, I really recommend getting some rubber-tipped clay modeling tools. They are perfect when it comes to doing stuff with clay. You can smooth it, you can push it, and you're not going to leave like your fingerprints and stuff. Might be similar to a Questoris knight, or you're just. I haven't built a big knight, period. Like, all the ones I showed yesterday in stream were already pre-built. I do have a knight that I can build. It's still sitting on the sprue and stuff. I just have chosen not to build it yet. Because I don't need to. A mix of both. Most of the staff are really good, but the lady... Rory! What? What's wrong, boy? What's wrong? You're okay. You can lay down. No. I know. You think it's them, but she's not going to be here. She's not back till Sunday. My sister/roommate is off on a trip, and every noise he's hearing from the car, he thinks it's her. Because he's not really my dog, he's my sister's dog. You're just scared to lose your hobby place. You don't really want to have to travel an hour to an official GW store, especially since some people at your local game store are really nice. Oh no, wait a minute. It's a mix of both. Most of the staff are really good, but the lady that was doing everything tonight was atrocious. Regarding visitors, you almost got into a fight one time, so there's that. I will get to your comment in a moment. Table. That one incident was mainly just you and your opponent in a Warhammer game getting really annoyed at the TCG. At the, I'm just gonna say Magic players being super obnoxious, and they didn't take well to us asking to calm down. Yeah, they can be a loud bunch. Rory, what's wrong? It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening, Patrick. I will take a look at it when I have a chance. I wish you the best of luck building the rest of your knight army and other models in the future, and I'm sure it looks amazing. But yeah, you have a good night, sir. Or madam. And then... Let's see, table. Speaking of satire, you haven't watched Space King, but a part of the community has made you look on it badly. The people who don't see Space King as satire. I feel like the same people that don't see stuff like Helldivers or Space King or Warhammer as satire are the ones that really shouldn't. They should enjoy a hobby. They should still enjoy a hobby, but they need to know. AR, you're fine. If you want to place a vent, I fully understand, like, needing a place to vent. You are okay to vent. It's not cool that people cannot be appropriate in a public place. Like, they need to know that there are other people in the store trying to enjoy themselves here as well. Yeah, we've had people rant in here before as well, so I am fully okay with you guys venting and ranting. An example that I'm going to pull up, this was before I left for North Carolina, so like quite a few weeks ago and all that. I was playing a Warhammer game, and it was one of the nights that they also did Magic there. And a couple of the other people that were playing Magic, like, there was one lady that just got really loud because she was annoyed at someone playing a certain deck. And she's like, dude, screw you. I'm not playing with you anymore. Your deck is, like, disgusting, all that stuff. And the guy was just kind of sitting there, not really saying anything. I'm like, lady, calm down. It's just a game. There's no need to be so, like, hostile to someone else. I'd say it's up to the game store at that point to kind of remove those people. Like, a game store is meant to have, well, they want new customers coming in. They want people to enjoy and spend money there. And if they have pretty much customers that are being rude and not respecting the other people there, then the store needs to remove them. And that's not ever really a thing people like to do, but it sadly is a thing that has to be done. So it's up to the store. I hope you don't have to move to a different game store, because driving hour is never fun. I can agree with that table. I can 100% get behind that. Let's see. It's not much, but I think that little bit of green stuff actually makes that look a lot better. And now I have a... It's a loose pose. It's a more relaxed pose that I'm getting out of it. So to show you guys, I will remove it, but I want this claw hand to hang down low. The idea I have is more for him to like point this sword at the opponent and prepare for a challenge, but they're both battle worn and beaten. So maybe he took a cut pretty bad on this arm, which then causes it to be hanging a little loosely, but who knows? I want to fill in a little hole. Rory, what, my friend? What? Yeah? Yeah? Oh. Mr. Bean. You're a good boy. Yeah. I haven't either. I know at some point I will, but no. Everyone in 40K has been really nice. The only time I've kind of gotten... Okay. Actually, I was going to say I've probably gotten close to meeting rude people that play Magic, but I haven't yet. But I've seen people be rude when playing Magic, so... Actually, talking about that, some friends message be like, yo, anyone want to do Magic like 8 o'clock? I'm like, could you guys do 10? Question mark? I could do 10. I could do a late night Magic game at 10, but this is more just to hang out and chat with them than anything. Magic's cool. It's not really my cup of tea. I enjoy doing some of the decks I have, but okay, that can sit there. Now I gotta do this cloak. Just a bit shook right now, probably overreacting. Oh. What's up, Northern? This is the Reaver Captain from the Red Corsairs and all that. I am just adding a bit of green stuff and all that because I want to change a few parts on it. And then I'm also working on a Blade Guard. This is for a art competition I'm doing. I have a diorama base for these, but it's sitting at a different location, drying and all that. But I'm gonna try making it look like these two are dueling. That's the idea. So I'm trying to do some modeling green stuff now, and then tomorrow I will prime these both in black, and probably paint these guys up on Saturday. Oh, I have Space Marine models as well. Like I said, I'm going to be doing both. I'm not a Chaos player. I am a normal Space Marine player. AR, you're just you've had one bad experience. And it shouldn't make you give up a hobby that you actually enjoy. At least I hope you still enjoy it. Just be okay with you're gonna meet people that are not okay. And I know it's tough because when you're in that situation, you are way more reactive and not very calm thinking. And then after you're like, oh, I should have done this, and you start questioning yourself, and that's okay. It's okay to question yourself. You're a human. You're not meant to be this perfect, like, oh, I know what I need to do type being. You're a person. Let's see. I can get that to, I think, look pretty good. I know you guys can't hear. I'll actually hold up a little bit closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to push the green stuff into the cracks, make it look like the proper fur and stuff. Let's see if I can smooth that at all. Have you tried talking to your, tried talking to that game store about everything AR? To be like, hey, that wasn't okay what happened, and just letting them know? At least on how it makes you feel, because, like I said before, you are their customer base, or you're one of their customers. Like, if he's done it to other people, then that's someone that they got to kind of remove from their stores. Oh. Just building. Just building these guys, and then I won't be painting these guys today, but I have other models that I can go back and paint today when I'm done working on these guys. No, I fully know, but yes, I fully know what you're saying. Like, you don't know the employees, you're not their friends and stuff, but again, you go there, you like being there. You need to tell them, like, hey, like, these people are not being respectful. Because if they're going to do it to you, they're going to do it to other people. And yeah. But if it's a place that they don't really care and are going to push that kind of rhetoric, I should probably kind of drop in all that stuff. I'm going to keep working on what I'm working on. Don't really know what else I need to kind of do for green stuff. Okay, now that will sit there. And then let's get this to fit. Okay, and then that's where that will fit. And that will hide most of my problems, I think. Well, now I have this whole ball of green stuff. What else do I... Actually, I do have another model we could work on tonight. I do want to make an Archon for a friend's Dark Eldar army. So I don't really think I have anything that I want to add on to this guy. I think he's pretty good. Damn, I thought I'd have a lot more stuff. But I guess not. Okay. Well, I'm going to grab that model and we'll work on that now. Oh, sorry, everybody. Let's see. Put that down. And then I think there was some message. Yeah. Well, like how Table said, just give yourself some time, sit, process it, and then go from there. Because don't let one bad experience ruin your entire, like, Warhammer mindset. Oh, no, you're good. We'll leave that one to the void. But damn, I thought I would have more to do. I thought I had more green stuff to do, but I guess I don't. Oh, yep, there's the head on this guy that I want. And... Let's see how this will turn out. I have an idea for this particular model. I think... How much of a difference is there from this guy? Oh, there's not much of a difference at all. The shoulder pads are a bit more pointed. But I got half those, so I can throw that on. And then the front piece, I can throw that on. I think I want to use either this sword, or what was the other one? No, that was a backhand. Yeah, this is the one I want to use. I just got to cut away the hand. And then I need the torso. And I might go into the bit box and find some Tyranid bits for this guy. The which hand is the pistol hand? Oh, I see. Oh, wait. Nope. It's the other side. It is the other side. Cool. So have a pistol and all that. I do need to find a bigger base. What size base does an Archon sit on? Is it a 40 millimeter? Or could I get away with a 25? I think they said on a 40 millimeter. And a 32. Okay. What does a regular Space Marine sit on? Is that... For some reason, I feel like a regular Space Marine sits on a 25, but I might be confusing that with a Guardsman. Do Space Marines actually sit on a 32 millimeter base? I think that's similar? No, that is shorter. Okay, so this has to be 32. Okay, so this is bigger than the Guardsman. Do I have a spare 32 millimeter base? I don't think I do. You know what I could do to kind of like get away with it? Is I can put it on... I can have the Archon stand on some stuff and extend the base out so that I can still use the 25 without having to steal one of my Space Marine ones and make it 32 that way. Now, legally in Warhammer, I think you're not supposed to extend that far off the base, but because it's supposed to be a 32 and this is not a 32, I will use it to move around that rule. And I like the idea too, like if you have a leader model, or maybe every once in a while with like a sergeant or something, you make them stand really tall on their base and all that. It gives them a sense of importance. Actually, I got that idea from a model I bought off of eBay, and I did it for a Sisters of Battle for their like sergeant character and all that stuff, and it looks really good. I think it looks very nice. Ow. Oh. Well, Dark Eldar is living up to its name. It's causing me pain and trouble already. It literally just poked me in the finger. Robbie, I am right here. You are a good boy. You are a good boy. Oh, that's a half helmet. That's not what I thought it was. Oh. No, here we go. Yeah, I can get away with that. Nice. Is it one you made yourself, or is it from a... Is it from like a company? Because I really do like wet palettes. They are a big game changer when it comes to painting. Being able to make your paint last longer, thin it out to try and actually do some glazing and all that stuff. Huge, huge game changer. And it improved my painting by like 10%. Why is this one so stringy? My other super glue was never this stringy. Game Workshop has a wet palette. I didn't even know they did. I just used the one from Army painter. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think this helmet's supposed to go on here. I think this is literally meant to fit on... Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe it's not meant to fit on this one. Oh, it's meant to go on this guy. Ah, the Green Stuff World one. What's up, Clownfish? Hope you're doing well this evening. I'm going to cut away these horns because they're in the way. I'll stick them somewhere else. Freaking Dark Eldar and all their spikes. Okay. Do I need to do that piece or could I get away with this? I think I can get away with it. Or does it... Would it work? No, I don't think it would. Yeah. Because that's meant to fit like that. You got an attack bike? Like a Warhammer model attack bike? Or like did you buy yourself an... What even would be an attack bike? Okay. Excuse me. Very true, AR. Very true. That is what they would be. A 3D printed bike with a sidecar. Okay, that is an attack bike. Well, that's cool. Actually, that'd be kind of a cool model for, like, GW to come out with. Or at least, like, a Space Marine to have. I'm cutting off these sides when I'm really just going to take off this front piece. Okay, and then we clear away most of this. Oh, it is a model. Okay. I'm going to sand some stuff away with my file. I think I can pull it out. Oh, wait. Are you talking about like the ATV vehicle? The one that has like the gunner in the front, but then... Or not the gunner, the driver in the front, but the gun right over its head. No? Oh. Probably gonna rally... oh, you're probably gonna really bite down on a 3D printer because you saw the price for an Aspect Warrior and almost cried? Oh. Yeah, Warhammer is freaking expensive. I like the official models. A lot of them look really cool. But I don't think I can afford them myself. I mean, I do have plenty of models already to begin with that I can just paint and do my own stuff with, but... And there. Mr. Rory, you being a good boy? Yeah? You being good boys? I mean, there's plenty of 3D printing companies out there. Like for bits or even for models and all that. Does that work? It's a really big cod piece. Maybe it shouldn't be a cod piece. Maybe it should be something else. I'll see how I feel about it. Now with that cleaned up, or glued on, I can cut away these. And okay, it's better, not perfect. Let's see now. I'm trying to figure out what I do with these. These are going to go on the back. I'm just not sure where I can attach them or how I should attach them. Well, that's good. That's good you're, happy with what you got and you can make it work. I think that's all that really matters. I will get a 3D printer eventually, and it's going to be a resin. It's just going to sit in a whole other place than where I live. For the fact of the fumes and all the hazardous material stuff. I'd probably use a proper FDM or 3D printer for like terrain and stuff, and resin for models or bits. That's how I kind of look at it. So I can... Oh, could I stick this like... Oh, yeah, stick in the little crack there and there. Rory, are you chewing your paw? Stick it. Yeah, we'll stick it there. And stick that guy right there. Come on. Okay, I think that'll work. Now I'll get the other guy, or other side. Welcome back, table. We have moved on from the models for the diorama and working on I'm making a Archon for a friend for his Dark Eldar army. He's got his own models built. Well, he's got a set of models built. He's got the one with the swords and all that. But he does not have them painted. And I'm like, well, I'm going to make him an Archon that can actually run with his army. At least I'm going to try. Trying to glue on a bunch of stuff first before I worry about doing green stuff and all that. I think that looks pretty good in opposing. Or imposing, I should say. Oh, and his codpiece thing fell off. Honestly, I should cut it down and just make, like, his shoulder pad be that spiky stuff. Trench Crusade lore is crazy. I watched like an hour-long video about it, and everything deviates from like the first Crusade pretty much, but other than that, it's similar to our world, except, you know, heaven and hell are real. And if you see pictures of what their world looks like, they are screwed in a lot of ways. Actually, yeah, I am going to make that be his codpiece. Rory, what, my boy? What? You're not going outside. You've already been out. I know you smell the other dogs. You remember hearing the Nurgly kind of cannibalism? It sounds interesting. Well, that's a little bit concerning. Okay. I want people's opinion. Is this spiky bit that I have, should it be a shoulder-mounted piece instead? Or should I make it be a codpiece cover? I know you can't really see that well. This was a codpiece cover on the Dark Eldar torso, but I think it could work for being like the cover to the shoulder pad on this Eldar. I'll leave it to the side for a bit, and I can work on the other pieces, that being the arm. Oh, maybe this arm won't work like I hoped. Okay, that's meant to be like in his face. I think I'd prefer it to be like that. Well, I can definitely add some green stuff to there and do that. I'm going to cut away this hand if I can. I don't know where that is in the Trench Crusade area, but it probably has to do with, like, the demon cult areas in that world. Because, like, in order to join, like, the Army of the Damned, you pretty much have to go into hell itself and then, like, come back. You're damning your soul either way, but... yeah, if you ever get the chance, watch some YouTube videos on Trench Crusade lore. It is pretty entertaining. This is going to snap on me. Wonder if I should do something different. Okay. Oh. Fully. Everyone is fighting for their souls in that world. Okay, now that that is cut, I will add a little thing there, I think. Excuse me. Okay, let's see if I can. I need to bring this up closer for you guys. I gotta remember that's a thing. I wonder if I should add some more green stuff to that spot. I'm convinced it's more of a Zinch demon because I've heard the I've heard some of the storylines between characters because they call whoever they're talking to their beloved, and it seems a lot more like a Zinch demon than it does something for the Emperor. Okay. So we got that. And let's do a ball for this socket joint. Don't fall off now. I need you right there. Because I am going to give you a cape, and I will cover your spot. And yeah. So for this guy, I just want his arm to fit like the sword sits at the side. Like this person's prepared to shoot. But, of course, they're Eldar, and they are not afraid to cut someone if they need to. So let's keep that, like, right there. Possibly. I think that's a pretty good pose. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Just took a look at the armature that someone put in the Discord a little bit. No. Imagine how funny it would be instead of helping the Imperium or the Emperor Champion or the Imperium or Gilliman, the Emperor's talking to a random psyker, killing poxwalkers. The psyker also says shush. That would be hilarious, but also we'd all be like, what the hell? You have way more pressing matters matters going on than some random psyker in like one of the largest hive worlds in the entire Imperium. Okay, that does not want to sit in there, but I think, you know what? Yeah. Shush, my beloved. I would be okay with a, not that I ever played Darktide, but if they like made a mission where the psyker, like where they actually start investigating like what the beloved is, and it is like a Tzeentch demon. See you later, table. Yeah, I am gonna glue that on. That way I know it will be secure. These are just gonna fall off. Okay. I can sit there. Where's the pistol arm? Pistol arm's right here. How does that look? Not much real movement I can do, huh? Might have to cut off that little tassel if I want it to look like it's up there. Prepared to shoot. Should have done these little pieces at a different point. Ugh. Rip these off. I'll put them on after. I always know you're watching, Jake. It's always good to have you here. Excuse me. Okay. Well, now I'm curious because the head on the Dark Eldar seems larger than the one that I'm trying to put on. Well, okay. This Eldar head seems smaller than the Dark Eldar one. Oh my lord. How do you want to sit? You want to sit like that? No, I guess, yeah, that is the right size. The ball does stick up a little bit, so... Yeah, that works. We'll make it work. I need to get some different super glue. I missed my little brush super glue. I think that stuff worked the best. This stuff, it's a little too thick, and not really a big fan of it. Actually, no, it looks like now he... Okay, the pose makes it look like it's admiring the gun. A little bit, and I like that. I like that he's admiring his weaponry while in the midst of combat. Well, now it's just sitting on his leg. But that's why I have some green stuff. Okay, let's just put a little... And then we're going to take that. And now I'm going to mess with... Oh, I really want to touch the head, but that is going to cause problems. Okay, let's take this green stuff and try and make it work. Oh, there's still glue in there, that's why. Still drying. That's gonna take forever. Okay. Now I'm going to try making it match up with the armor that they do have. You know, my local game stores started selling like Talmia or Talmia's like super thin super glue, and I feel like I should try that and see how it works. Because that's like a little brush adaptation that I like. I like the little brush that I can just go and just add in the glue where I want it and not worry about it overspilling and everything. Okay, that needs to sit. I'm gonna make it sit there. Okay. I think I'll have to try it. I've just always stuck with this, like... Again, If I find one brand that I like, I usually stick with that one brand the entire time. And it is to my detriment most of the time. I think I need to let this guy sit and harden up a little bit before I try to do anything else to him. You can rest on your back. That will be the best. That's not a bad idea. I like the brush. I like super glue that has brushes. That is the best type in my opinion. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to work on the base for this guy. I don't have anything on my... You know what I can use? I can get away with using some of the sprue. I think people need to be using sprues for their bases a lot more. There's so many unique shapes and interesting patterns that you can use. Oh, excuse me. I mean, I also think they're perfect for like spaceship floors. Just all like a weird cable or something that runs through. And do that. I'm going to find a piece of corkboard. Hi, Roy. Watch out, bud. I got my piece of corkboard, and we are going to build up this base. So 32 millimeter is that all the way around. So I'm actually going to take this and rip that, and then from the base of it, Rory, no, buddy, no, we've been over this before. You know the reason why. I love you though. You got them wiggles in your butt. You got big wiggle butts. Yes, you do. Oh, what a good Rory. What a good bean. What a good bean. Big coffee bean. Okay, and then from here, we are going to just lightly rip the circle. So that way I know it's a 32 millimeter base on the top. That. This feels like it's going bad, but I know it's not. It's a brand new bottle. Ugh. Got dog hair in my mouth and not good. Okay, let's get that centered. And now, are you still drying? Yeah, they are. No. think that might be fine to actually try and sculpt now. But I might not be able to either way. The glue might have hardened it and made it almost impossible. Yep, that's... Nope. Stop. Stop moving your fucking arm, you absolute twat. You know what? It's not a twat, it's a twink. It's an absolute twink. I must have part dwarf in me, and I mean like fancy dwarf, because every time I look at an elf model, or, okay, not an elf model, but like, I look at an elf card in Magic the Gathering or stuff like that, I always think twink. Straight up twink. It's gotten to the point that, like, whenever another friend plays an elf card, that's my first thought. Keep adding thing to the base. Okay, for those out there, I do not recommend this brand of super... I recommend this brand, but not this particular type that this company makes for super glue. I think their brush application ones are pretty good. It's thin. It works. This one, not so much. It's very thick. It's very gel-like. It just does not like to... it doesn't harden as fast. It takes forever to dry. And there's not really a lot in the tube either. Like, this was a full tube at one point. Oh, now I'm actually squeezing more out. And there is some that I have left behind and it's not working its way out. Let's see. Do that. Yeah, we'll do that. There. Now, can I get away with a couple things to sprue as well? In a few spots, I think I can. That one there, and then I want this piece to be there. And then you will fit up here perfectly. And okay. I think that'll work for the base. It's simple right now, but it will give him a higher platform. I'm also going to do some texture paste as well for it to cover up a bunch of stuff. Okay, why are you still... Okay. That's there and that's there. Where is it? That's the piece. Yeah, we'll make that be the cod piece. This Eldar is literally living up to its name. It is giving me pain every time I'm working on it. That's such a weird fucking pose. There. Okay, you need to dry fast so I can actually go through and add some parts. Do I have a random spare arm somewhere for this guy? I think I did. Yeah. For some reason. I think this is meant to be like the two-armed. It's meant to be a two-armed dude, but there we go. Now I got some random Eldar heads and bits that I can use for my bases. At least for when I fight a Dark Eldar player. I like to add skulls or heads of armies that I fought to my bases. I haven't done it with every single one, but like if I'm working on like a character and I've been fighting an army quite a bit, I will throw on those skulls. So like Chaos Space Marine skulls, I'll throw on because I've been fighting them a bit. I did for Gene Stealers a little while ago. Before this hardens up too much, I'm going to roll this out. And I'm going to try and start a cape for the Dark Eldar. And I don't know what else. It's just gonna be a lot of rip tatters, I feel like. I'm not good at getting a big flowy cape. But I also haven't really worked with this stuff that much, so... And it's always good practice every time I do it. Come on. Yuck. I just grabbed the middle section when it's not even done drying. Okay, the arm's pretty much dry. The head is too. We can do this one's cloak. How do I want to try and do this? I think I want to cover up this arm a bit. Can I actually pull it a little bit more to get the shape I want? I think I can. Let's see, why do I have a huge clump right there? Yeah. Probably could have rolled this out a little bit more, but I'm being impatient. Let's do that much. Cut off, and then we'll do... I'm going to cut a little V out for the neck area. And I just want to try. See how that looks. No. Ah! Ho 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 ho! I am starting to get really frustrated at this Eldar. I can't wait to kill it on the table. Okay. No. Sit right there. Stay right there. Oh my lords. Why are you being a problem? No. No. Now you're fucking... I am so frustrated with you. Why? You're okay, Roy. I'm not talking to you. No, get rid of your head. Your head's gone. Get out of here. Don't. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ho. I'm gonna squeeze some glue in here and stick the head fucking on there and... Okay. Now, you're going to sit right there. While I get you molded right around where you need to be. Oh my lord. Hi, you. I love you. What are you doing? Okay, sit right there. And I will work on that. For those that are lurking and watching, I hope you are entertained. I am sitting here getting frustrated at a piece of green stuff that I'm trying to throw on this Dark Eldar body. Literally, the Dark Eldar is doing what it's supposed to and frustrating people for their own sustenance. And this dude is frustrating me. I'm glad Slanesh is eating your souls. Hi, Rory. You are my beacon in this time of darkness. You are my goodest boy. My big bean. My big bean boy. The doggo has come to save me, but he is whining at me. Yes, I hear you. I do. I kind of like the cape flowing up like this, but it doesn't look really good. Okay. Stick down. Can I shove... Good night, Clownfish. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to sit here frustrated at this monstrosity of a creation. Okay, there, and then I think there for the other one. I think that's both pieces now. If its arm just snapped out, I'm going to be even more frustrated. Nope, it was its codpiece, which I'm okay with. The screen stuff is getting semi-hard, So it's definitely stiff, but not really what I... It's not sticky is the main thing. And when green stuff's not sticky, it doesn't like to... well, it doesn't like to stick in place. So it makes it really hard to do any work for this. A different tip. I need this one. I want to take a bunch of this stuff and just push it in here. There. Okay. Let's take this one and then you know what, why not try to make it all flow this way? We're gonna just crank that in a little bit. Have this just kind of roll over so slightly. Okay, to kind of show you guys what I'm working on. I'm trying to make I'm just taking an Eldar warrior at this point, mixing with some Dark Eldar bits, and trying to make something that looks like an Archon or some sort of leader model. I don't think it's turning out as good as I hoped, but it is something. Just take and kind of press that in. And then I do have some more. So I can actually make a little cut and then do something for his waist. Let's do one of these. Yeah. Just let go of it. Just off my finger. There. Let's take off this piece. No. Oh my lord. Stay there. I want to do a little braided rope thing across the chest, but it is not wanting to stay. No, that's not going to work. Let's do this. And then I'll... No, you can go right there and not be on my finger. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just putting things on, trying to make it look good, and I don't think I am. Perfect. I'll take that. Okay, there we go. Now I'm getting something that is starting to look a little good. I got a little bit of a loincloth situation thing kind of going on here. And I think I can add this on top. And that will work. Yeah. I think that'll work just fine. And then I have two little spikes that now I wish I had a pair of tweezers. This is when the tweezers would really kind of come in handy. I'll put one here. Oh, I was going to. Don't know where it went. That just disappeared. Oh, there it is. And then I dropped it again. Well, I got one here. Okay. There we go. A spike. Nope, that was into my finger. Okay. Let's try something different. Let's go with this one. It's just a piece I was using a moment ago, huh? Okay. I got that. I want that to sit. I got a tiny little spike right there. I kind of, it's not the perfect spot for it, but it will work. Let's see. What else can I do here? I'm not a big fan of how this is so... I do want to cut and tear away that. Bit. Very much so. You need to sit like perfectly on the crux of the backpack piece. And then I do need to glue that. Okay. Can I use my snips here to kind of cut and tear away here? This is risky. Very risky, but the idea is if I can stretch it and make it look frayed and worn, then I think we'd be in business. Okay, sweet. And then that is perfect to represent the hole that has to fit into work. Clownfish is gone. You missed quite a bit. We worked... It's really just been doing green stuff tonight. Been working on the green stuff for the Reaver Captain for that build project, which will definitely be worked on more. Oh, you are here. Oh, I thought you left already because you had to work on a presentation. But anyway, been working We did green stuff for this Reaver Captain. Not a lot. Thought I'd do more, but not really. Just did his arm and filling in the gap there. Really, tomorrow he's going to get primed and all that stuff. Nothing for the blade guard, because stream's more important than work. And I decided I had a random Eldar warrior from a model of the month that were like months ago, and a friend of mine, I asked for his spare Dark Eldar bits, so I'm trying to make a Archon that he can use in his army. And it's been fighting me every single step of the way. It has been actually torturous to work on this guy and do green stuff work with him. Oh, you. Which, I mean, it's fitting for Dark Eldar to be, like, a problem for people. So, cool, that's fitting. But I've not been very happy while working on this, so it's one of the like most frustrating builds I have ever done. I'm working with old green stuff, not good super glue. Like, everything has just been torturous. But I'm getting something that looks kind of decent now. It's taken quite a bit, but I am getting happier and happier the more I kind of work on it and push through. Kind of glad I pulled, and we got some decent holes for these back pieces that kind of look like they actually, looks like the cloak actually has to fit over these, or these are now out of the cloak itself. We got a little bit of a dick tabard on this guy. He's not standing very proud. He's admiring his gun. He's like, this beautiful weapon has done so much damage and has gotten me so much skin for all that stuff. I had not even thought about it. How's it going, Starfighter? I had to think for a second on what we have agreed upon your name. But yeah. But I will say, take care of your green stuff, because when it goes bad and becomes really hard to work with, it is not fun. It is not fun to work with one bit. I want to push this down, but then also make it kind of scrunch. Can I scrunch it? Yeah, I can scrunch it. But then I can flange some other parts out. And then I need to glue that piece. No one ever sees the Starfighter coming in. By the time you do, it's too late. Wow, why are you so stringy? I think, as much as I could add some other stuff, this might be as far as I need to go with it. and kind of just let it be and let it dry. But just to show him off real quick. I think this will be a awesome little Archon for my friend's army and might actually get him to start painting his models. I will paint this guy up. Actually, I have this thing that I want to add real quick. Oh, that's perfect. That random piece of cloth I cut off one of the arms and throw that over the top. That looks perfect. Now I have all this extra green stuff, which, screw it, I'll throw it on his base for something. There we go. No, I like Starfighter. He can stay. He or she can stay. I like having them here. I think they're a very cool person. I will not explode them. Ooh, actually, let's get... I have an idea. Oh, and there goes that. We can make a little alien flower to fit on this base. But taking this... Oh, wow, that's really hard and crusty, huh? That's not good. Five pages is enough. As long as you're happy with it, I think that's all that matters, Clownfish. Let's get this just covered. I don't think I've ever typed a 500-word essay in my entire life. I've never had those assignments, and I'm kind of glad for it. But also, I feel like it shows in my education that I've never had those assignments to begin with. Good night, Clownfish. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Get some rest. Yeah. Wait, do we actually have like a lot of repeat armies in this community? Like, do a lot of people just play chaos or some sort of xenofaction. Like, all the time. do. Okay, I just put away this, and we are going to I think we can put that there. And now what I'm going to try doing, I'm going to try taking the rest of my green stuff I have here. Oh my lord. And I'm going to try making some sort of weird alien flower type thing growing out of the ground. Actually, this already looks like a alien plant. I will kind of sculpt that right now. I would not call anyone here civilized. No one in this community is civilized. So for those curious what I'm doing now, I have a little bit of extra green stuff left over. And I'm trying to make this... Oh, I'm just trying to make a unique plant. Like a properly sculpted plant. Maybe something that looks a little bit alien-ish. I've never really been a big fan of like alien-looking bases and all that stuff, but I think that's just because I'm too earth-coated. Anything that's not a normal soil that you can find on Earth, or a normal plant you can find on Earth, just kind of throws me off and takes me out of... It kind of takes me out of 40k, weirdly enough. I don't know why. But I think this will be a good little change. Excuse me. I don't think Ubisoft has the best track record when it comes to their customer side of things. Let's actually give that a twist. I made a typo. Yeah, let's go with that. Can I actually pull that? Yeah. There we go. I'll go with that. That looks pretty good. I don't know. Talk about whatever. You guys... Well, I am here to entertain people, but I feel like you guys are pretty good at keeping yourselves entertained as well. And we are going to just set that right in there. Now to pick up the base. Look at that weird little flower. Got a weird little alien flower kind of growing out of the base. Only speak like orcs? Oh no. I'm gonna have a stroke if you guys do that. Okay. Huh. There we go. We got him on the base. Our own little custom Dark Eldar Archon. Ready to be primed and painted. That's about 2 hours. You guys are just gonna scream the entire time. Okay. Now, what do I do? Oh no. Excuse me. You ain't gonna crump me. There ain't no crumping happening. Okay. God, so I want to throw some paint on these models. But we can actually continue the blade guard that we worked on yesterday. Or blade guards, I should say. And... get those done. Excuse me. Wow. Where are we at? It's almost 10 too. Let's get this opened. I gotta clean my office one of these days. It has become a mess again after I left. And that is not okay. Random stalker, reveal yourself. Paint them like orcs? No. No, I worked so hard on their color scheme already. I'm not gonna... Actually, I did see someone paint Space Marines like orcs. I think they also painted Space Marines like Tyranids, and they did look really good. So those are some cool color schemes. There's the other one. There's the other one. You come here. Ooh. Actually, I think the other person stalking here is Jake, and I'm pretty sure they're passed out on their couch with a bowl of peanut butter in front of them. Cool. So, I do need to do the other colors. I gotta touch up on the black as well. I'm trying to think what I really want to do for these. They all got hit with a wash yesterday, so they are... The beakies are funny to fight. I love that orcs call them beakies. Do I got black? I do got black. Not that one. This is the one. Starfighter, what did you just type out? I can't read that without feeling like I'm having a stroke. Actually, re-adding some black back in to not make it look so... Aren't we all Dorzo? The Nunlocklet. Oh, excuse me. What financial decision did you, make now that was a poor one? I'm actually going to go through and touch up where... Oh no. Wait, no I didn't. I'm good. You picked up a dresser? Why did you pick up a dresser? Do I need to do that blue, or is it just my eyes deceiving me? I think it's just my eyes deceiving me. Oh, Lord. There was a lot of... Oh, no, the new night model. Oh, okay. I do want to get that knight model. I looked at it, but it's 170. But I think if I get it, that is going to be the warlord to any future knight army I build. Okay, there's not really much there. Do I need to touch up anything on you? Not really. A few spots. The new orcs do look good that are coming out. I'm excited for you orc players with all your new models. Okay. That's good. Wow. Yes, us humies. We humies have stompas. Big stompas to crush your stompas. So you've heard. Yeah, they're the biggest stompas. They're gonna crush anything you orcs bring to the table. Nah, the best stompa out there is Big Jim. Big Jim's gonna crump any orc that's out there. You can't stop Big Jim. Okay. What do you mean legs? I have no legs. I'm just feet. I'm the perfect stomping weapon. I have nothing but feet. Ooh, that's cool. Nah. My answer to you, Starfighter, is no. Us humies have the best stompas. There's nothing you'd say that would make me think a human stompa isn't better than anything a green skin will have. Wow. What's the idea for the diorama you have, Dorzo? I need... I need to figure out some decent highlight for these guys. Let's go with this. See how well I can mix these two together. Let's see if this will work for my highlights and all that. I don't think it's going to, though. I think it's going to be too bright. It's going well, Dead. It's going well. I did as much as I could for the diorama stuff tonight, so now I'm working on the blade guard again. I'm going to work on them for about a half hour and then probably call it a night, get some rest. We got Ando and Starfighter trying to talk like orcs. And but other than that, things are going good. I'm also trying to figure out to make a decent color range for all this black armor that I'm doing. And I don't know why I ever decided to do black armor as a thing. It's one of the most trickiest ones you can do. That and a white armor are, from what I've seen, the most trickiest colors to make your Space Marine chapter as, because it is you're doing the absence of color and then like the maximum brightness of color. I would love to see what you do for the color red, Dead. Or Dread. I would love to see what you do for the color red. And I'm gonna just... Welcome back, Ando. And let's get... Oh, you guys. You guys always make streaming entertaining. It is always interesting to see what sort of antics you guys get up to. See you later, Starfire. You can barely tell there is a difference in the black. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Running away from me. Won't you keep running away from me? Away from me. Yeah, we'll make the light come from this way. So, I think there's only two colors I really need when it comes to doing the black armor. It's matte black and deep gray. I'm never going to go up to this high of a gray when it comes to painting these guys. I'm probably going to go to somewhere like in the middle between it and black for like the brightest possible colors. Now this one I can actually see a lot more of a difference between like the colors. I'm also half tempted to mix the black with a blue as well, because it's never just gray. It is, when you look at like a black car or anything really that's painted black in the sun, it's never just a pure grayish color. It's got hints of like blue and other little things like that. At least you're pretty sure it was Gilliman. Who would win in a fight? Would it be Gilliman or Gaz that would win in a fight? My money's more on Gilliman, but it might be a closer fight than I realize. Good night, Ando. And just a little bit more. That's good to hear, Grim. I thought the images you posted were from an older concert, but no, those are live from your current one. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I hope you're also having a good evening and all that. Well, I mean, it sounds like you're having a good evening. I realized, like, wow, that's a dumb question I just asked. should... Yeah, maybe that'll be good. Well, actually, I think I'm going to call it here for the night. I'm getting tired, and it's like 10 o'clock here my time. We went a little bit later last night, so I'm going to do my little spiel. First off, I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I try to stream at least 3 days a week. Next one I have planned is for Saturday, probably at 7 p.m. But we'll see if I can do one earlier. Also, if you want to be part of the community and, you know, share your Warhammer stuff or share any other hobby stuff you have interest in, you can join the Discord. It's completely free to join. I want to see all the hobbies you guys are into. Not just Warhammer, whether it be cosplay, woodcraft, book writing, whatever. I want to see it. Go and share it. But yeah, with that being said, I want you to go out there and make something awesome. I know you will.